I'm Mark Hawkins, Vehicle Technology Specialist at Van Bortel Ford, and today we're going to talk about how to charge your EV. First, we'll talk about the three main charger types and where you may encounter them. So level 1 chargers use 120 volt electric, and they're typically used with plug-in hybrids. They can be used with full electric vehicles as well, but you will get a much slower charge time. Level 2 chargers are going to use 220 volts electric, and they'll charge much faster. So you'll be able to get to a full charge generally in an overnight with those, so they're what you would use for your everyday charging. Level 3 chargers are great when you're traveling. They charge extremely quickly, and you can get from about 15% to 80% in around 45 minutes or even less. Before we show you how to charge, let's go over some settings to optimize the long-term health of your battery. So first, let's look at how to adjust your charge percentage. So we're going to come into your app drawer, look for charge settings, and then all we need to do, right now we're set to charge to 100%. So we're going to take this and we're going to drag it right back to 90%, and then once it hits 90% it'll stop charging at that point. For daily use, you want to limit your charge to 90% for most Ford electric vehicles. Newer standard range Mach-E, there are actually many that now have a different battery chemistry where you want to charge that battery to 100% at least once a month. So next, let's talk about how to set a charge time. So I always recommend kind of setting it to start charging 2 to 3 hours after you get home so that the battery has some time to cool down before charging. Again, this is just best daily practice. So on the same screen where we're setting our target charge, right below we would just select preferred charge times, and then you can put in the times that you want it to start and stop charging. Also within the same screen, you can set a departure time. So you're able to, ahead of time, tell it when you're planning on leaving in the morning, and then your vehicle will actually get preconditioned, which means either warming up or cooling down to a comfortable temperature. And also by setting that departure time, it's going to allow the battery to be preconditioned from the electricity coming from your house. Meaning your battery, especially on a cold day, will be warmed up a bit so that it doesn't have to do that using the battery in the vehicle. So charging is actually pretty easy, whether you're at home or on the go. When you're at home, you'll just be plugging right into this top port. When you're traveling, this folds down, and then your DC fast charger plugs straight in like that. So you can monitor your vehicle's charging either from the touchscreen, the Ford Pass app, or right from these charger lights at the charger port. Each of these lights represents 20% and will flash for the percentage that it's currently on. Once you finish charging to your desired level, when you're at a DC fast charger, you will want to release the cable here and then unplug. If you're charging at home, you'll be using this upper portion and you'll just simply unplug it. And then you're ready to drive away and head out on your adventures. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check out our other videos going over everything EV.